and welcome to the videos, the tutorials for MAPP assignment number 4. This one's pretty interesting. In this one you're going to insert a subwoofer array into your Gracie MAPP file, and you're going to configure it like the Gracie Theater and practice time alignment using measurement mics and processors, crossovers, all that stuff. It's kind of complicated. This one may be a little bit more challenging than the previous. I'm not sure how many videos it's going to take to get through it, but we're going to give it a shot. All right. So first and foremost, you need to have completed MAPP assignments number 2 and 3 to get through this. You're going to need to already have all your prediction planes set up and the main arrays in your drawing and all that. If you haven't done that already, go complete them, because this one requires all that work to have been completed. Please note that this video is in support of the instructions. The instructions are very specific. Please follow the instructions and or watch the video. Please do both. They both help out, okay? And please note that there's some oddities here in that I created these instructions and I created these videos while my MAPP was still in beta mode. In fact, the Gracie loudspeakers aren't even accessible at the moment for me in the program, and that will run into that a couple times as that being an issue. So things maybe get updated, and contact me if you have any confusion. Start off, name your file. Have I started a new file here? Let's save this file as, and I'm going to store it into this folder here, right here, and it needs to be called MAPP4, your underscore Ferguson underscore Eric. And we're going to start off. I'll put a 01 on this because I'm going to save it multiple times like I did in the previous assignments. And what have I opened up here? This, of course, is the MAPP, the end of the final file from MAPP 3D assignment number 3. That's what I've opened up here, and the instructions do clarify. Please open that up. And the first thing we want to do, we're diving in here. We want to insert a cardioid subwoofer array. So let's do this. Following instructions here. The first thing we want to do is, we've opened this fresh, and I don't know if I'm going to hide the DXF stuff. And there's some things here that I want to hide and some things here that I want to make visible. I want to make the stage visible. And what else is it telling me to do here? Let's get rid of the center lines, all those yellow center lines. While they're useful for line arrays, they really don't make much sense in the subwoofer world. So we're going to get rid of those. That's under View, Center Lines. And next thing I want to do, hide the main and left and right arrays. We don't need those. So I'm going to hide the mains left and right. Ooh, that's interesting. Looks like my left array contains the right array. I'm going to fix that while I'm at it. I'm going to select my right array. This is what I should have done on the previous assignment. And I'm going to take the right array and put it on the right mains layer. Just fixing a little cleanup there. Now I'll have to hide both. Right. Cool. Took care of that. Hey, where's my left array? There it is. It's hiding. Anything else? I need to add a new layer. Call it cardioid subs. So we're going to add a layer here. Double click on it. It's going to make it active. Cardioid subs. Cool. And this is the place where it's a little vague on the instructions. What you're going to do is put a gradient subwoofer array of 500 HPs. 500 HPs are the subwoofers in the Gracie. I don't have the 500 HPs in my software right now. They haven't been released yet. They've done them, but they just haven't drawn it and put it in the software yet. So we're going to use 750s in this. It's going to make the assignment, these videos, a little bit more challenging, but in some ways it's probably good on an educational level. So what we're going to do is follow instructions. Going to menu bar insert loudspeaker system. So menu bar insert loudspeaker system. Up here on the left, we're going to select a gradient flown subwoofer array. Right. So that's how, if you wanted to just make an omnidirectional array, it would be omnidirectional subs. It would be flown loudspeaker systems. But we're going to do a gradient. What a gradient is a type of directional subs. And this is where you would pick 500 HPs when they show up in the software. I'm going to pick 750 LFCs. They're roughly the same size. I think they may be a little bit bigger. And I want to make sure that I have 6 of them in here, and because I think that's kind of important. 6. There you go. And it's already defaulted to 6, which is kind of cool. And we need to assign them to the correct outputs. Output 15 is going to be your sub's front, and output 16 is going to be your sub's rear. And of course, it should be on the Gracie Galileo, which we set up last time. And it's going to, anything else we're going to put it in the right location, which for me, for these speakers, is 6, 0, and 29. That 29 for Z for height may change for the 500 XPs, 500 HPs. I'm not sure. That actually may be the 500 HP height, and I just didn't change it for these. So that should be good. And I already set I already did that. And I think we pretty much got it how we want it. So let's okay it. And there it is. It's right there in the middle. I think that's in the right location. Let's spin around a little bit. Yeah, it looks like. Does that look a little left of center? That's a little funny, huh? That looks a little weird. I must have typed in the wrong number. Let's select that. And we're going to go to object settings. It should be 6, 9, 25. That's not right. 6, 0. There we go. That's a typo. Now, back to model view. There we go. Let's go back to viewport 1, which I got all wacky. I'm going to reset that isometric. Cool. And we're good. I'm going to deselect those subs. And the next thing we got to do is get our processor set up. So we're going to name channel 15 subs front and 16 subs rear. So we're going to go to processor settings. And a moment ago, we did assign subs front to this. So we're going to name it. And the other one is subs rear. Now, one thing MAPP did for us automatically when we created that gradient array is it did reverse the polarity here for the rear speaker. It can insert the delay, but it seems to, so far, maybe I don't know what it's doing, or maybe I don't know how to operate it. It's putting the wrong delay. It actually needs to be 2.5 milliseconds, so put that in there. So we got a polarity reverse, a little bit of delay. We already have the gain difference because we have more front subs than rear subs. And this should get us what we want. So we're going to go back to model view. And you want to get ready for prediction. Our center frequency for all our sub work is going to be 80 hertz. If you don't see 80 hertz here, that's because you're on 1 octave mode. You need to move to 3rd octave mode. That'll give you more choices. So go to 80 hertz. And let's do a cool prediction. Sit here, I don't know, read a book, check your stocks. Oh, it looks kind of cardioid. What I actually wanted to do was see the stage predicting. Did I never make the stage a prediction plane? Let's check that out. Thought I took care of that. What I'm going to do is, well, it should be no problem. It should just be in geometry, right? Find the stage, stage prediction. And please, it won't let me do it because it won't let me make changes when it's locked. I think this is in your earlier assignment, so somehow I missed it. And of course, the apron needs to be predicted plane as well. Let's give her one more prediction here while you're waiting. You can watch me do this. And we'll make sure we have a nice gradient-looking cardioid subarray. Now, I did have in this assignment, but I took it out to shorten the assignment a little bit, this same process, but making an omni subarray. If you'd like to do that yourself, it's kind of cool to see the difference in the room, what omni looks like as opposed to gradient. But you can see very clearly here that this is cardioid, and more power is going this way. And of course, the subs are higher in the air, so you can really see the balcony gets a lot more sub energy. And of course, the stage gets less, which is the point, right? Except in the Gracie, we do have a wall right behind this, so who's to say what actually happens when the reflected energy, what the reflected energy actually does. And I believe we're good here. There's 2 last things to do, and I'll end this probably long video. One, you need to save a screenshot of what you're seeing right here, because the screenshot's going to be turned in separately. And please name it exactly what it says, MAPP4 underscore cardioid subs underscore last name, first name. And then, of course, save your MAPP file. I'm not going to do the screenshot right now because I don't need to. All right. Cool. I think we're good to end this first video.